Welcome to MFAA On Air.
Thought leadership is about relevant and insightful information delivered in an engaging fashion. MFAA On Air spoke to Matt Church from Thought Leaders Global about how to differentiate yourself through meaningful content.
A subject matter expert is someone who knows something, but a thought leader is someone who's known for knowing something. I love the mortgage broker as an industry and as an association. MFAA is moving towards credit advisor. Credit advisor signals the difference of moving from an intermediary, someone who sits and can be disintermediated, through to someone who's irreplaceable and becomes a trusted advisor. And that shift is one that can be leveraged in the current operating environment. You've got to have educational principles that you can share, whether it be in an electronic newsletter, whether you be tapping into social media, whether you be attending client events for generally someone who has the trusted relationship with your potential client. Speaking in front of a group of people, going from the boardroom to the ballroom or from the cafe to the conference centre is a really, really smart B2P and B2B marketing strategy. Mainly because people are buying now, they don't want to be sold to. And the beautiful thing about credit advisors is because their background is in financial services, they want to maintain some integrity, so quite happy to not be too slick in the sales process and actually create an environment or an offering which people feel comfortable to buy. And that shift from sell to buy, from convincing people to conviction, is where credit advisors need to go, because that's the space of the trusted advisor and that's the space of the thought leader. What content marketing or thought leadership positioning, becoming a true credit advisor, is about is essentially about building and nurturing a relationship over time. It's a commitment and a discipline. And when you commit and build that discipline over time, what you do is you nurture a depth of relationship. And the best way I can explain it is I can go, marketing's really good at creating noise, right? Sales converts business, and relationships is how you get more business out of who you've already got. But those three strategies are kind of below the line strategies. And anybody who's been in the credit advice business for a while knows that referrals are where it's at. But referrals are just the beginning of pull marketing. And referrals take time. They take like 10 years of reputation in the game, and you've got to be really deliberate about them. JV recommendations are really powerful. But when you are positioned in a client's mind before they've even approached you, then you get like the hottest and the warmest inquiry from them. I think for any conversation to be meaningful, it has to not be about you. And there are two real keys to relationships. Number one is know my world, and know my world before you expect me to know yours. And the second is to develop the behavioural flexibility to talk to people about where they're at. I think the other thing that's really, really important for credit advisors is, just like any good relationship, it's going to be built with frequent touch points. And if your touch point is when I buy or sell my house or when I refinance my loan, and that's the only touch point I have with you, then you know what? I'm going to surrender that relationship with you to the next lowest common denominator price-wise. And this means you have to shift your business model. More frequent, insightful touch points through your broadcast and your content marketing, and then deep, responsive communications at a personal level, more frequent than I'd suggest most credit advisors do. And I think that's what we're trying to do at the conference around conversations, is we're trying to understand how to have more insightful conversations and what are the conversations that will drive value in the credit advice business.
To see the full list of speakers and register for the MFAA 2014 National Convention on the Gold Coast, go to www.mfaaconvention.com.au.
You've been watching MFAA On Air.